Hello, everybody. My name is Joe Sanches. I'm a realtor here in Austin, Texas. And today we're going to talk about affordability. So, Austin's home affordability crisis plus top lending insights. I figured that you would like to know if you're moving to Austin or just kind of curious about the Austin market. Just how expensive is it? And then where can I get the money if I want to buy something? I think it makes sense. Let's take a look. So, welcome to the reality check. Income gap challenge. So, Austin homebuyers now need an additional 27,500 additional dollars in income just to afford the average home. The current market reality is this: Austin's median home price has reached $452,000, pushing many buyers to the sidelines. There are alternative options. Caldwell, Bastrop, and Hayes County offer greater affordability for determined buyers, and being strategic about everything also helps. So let's take a look at this. This to me was kind of eye opening. But if you take a look, the income gap. So this is by Zillow, by the way. It says $105,000 is the current income, a medium household income in Austin, according to Zillow, and the required income is 132,000.5 income needed to comfortably afford the average Austin home. So that gap is $27,000 in income gap. So it's the largest affordability gap among the Texas major metro cities. So you can take a look around. Here's Austin at 27,500. Dallas, the gap is only 17,500. Houston, 6,300. And then San Antonio, 8,100, which is interesting. Interesting. Interesting to see. But there you have it. It's expensive here. Okay, so where homes are still affordable, take a look here, starting at Caldwell County. I talked about a development they're doing out there actually in the Lockhart area that's going to be bringing tons of homes in the next few years. So keep a lookout for that. Bastrop is affordable, Hayes County, Williamson County, and then you can take a look at Austin. So median home prices as of May 2025 show significant saving potential for buyers willing to consider surrounding counties. So it's not just people saying it. These are true data points that show that Austin is more expensive. Austin's also in Travis County. Williamson County is the county north of Austin, which is growing, showing a lot of potential. People moving up to Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, those kind of areas. But always fun to kind of see it. So what does this mean for buyers? Timing is everything. So timing is really everything. I remember moving here in the pandemic and getting here right in the time before 2021 hit mid-year, and prices were just going through the roof. People were overbidding, all that kind of stuff. I got my. If you ever come to Austin, you can get yourself one of these mugs from the coffee shop down in Congress. Okay, so timing is everything. Financial tools, leverage rate buy downs, down payment assistance programs, and other lender credits to make your initial cost and monthly payments good. That's why going with the new construction is always a deal, because they always have their own in-house lenders that can give you all types of different deals. Payment over price. So focus on monthly payment affordability, not just sticker price. Consider the total cost of ownership, including taxes and insurance. And then strategic planning. So secure a home now with the best available terms with the option to refinance later when the interest rate potentially decrease. That's the strategy that everybody's using. There's not really any secret formula outside of that. Unless you have a lot of cash, you can buy something cash. You could do that. Okay. So I found this interesting. They say follow the money. So I took some of the top lenders here in Austin and made a little quick list for you. So top 10 by volume. Take a look. You got WUM, UWM, CMG, DHI, Lennar, Taylor Morrison, JP Morgan Chase, First United Mortgage, Fairway Independent, Loan Depot, and also Plute Mortgage. So Austin Leading Market is dominated by a mix of wholesale mortgage providers and builder affiliated lenders. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, like Lennar, they're a builder, and also they have their own lending department. Taylor Morrison looks like they have that as well. Some of these people, like CMG, I've seen them on different new. They work with a lot of new construction to provide very aggressive incentives, which is always great to have because that's really the deal of real estate. It's all about in the financing. If you're able to get a good financing terms and you're able to stay in your home for long term, it doesn't matter if the market goes up and down because you will always be able to afford that home. So not all lenders are equal. So there's builder affiliated lenders. Lenders like Lennar, DHI, and Plute offer streamlined processes and incentives when purchasing their new construction home. So this is what I was talking about. I was talking about this specifically because it's very important that you know that these lenders that are with the builders usually are able to give you aggressive deals. Then you have wholesale mortgage brokers, companies like UWM and CMG provide access to multiple lending sources, so potentially offer better rates and more flexible terms. So yes, it's true. Although I've seen CMG with a lot of new builders as well. So just know that they're everywhere basically. And then specialized programs. Different lenders excel at different loan types, match your specific needs with the right lender expertise. So if you're first-time home buyers, it may be a lender that caters to that, or VA loans or jumbo loans, all that kind of stuff. So really, it's getting a grasp on this point, on this area of purchasing a home that really makes or kills a deal. Request multiple rate scenarios. So you can always ask them, can you show me rate scenarios with and without buy downs? And the difference, it shows you kind of what you're going to end up paying over the long term or the next 5 years or the next 30 years. So you can kind of get a real grasp on what is it that if I stay in this home forever, what it'll cost me? What about the next 5 years, 2 years? Always good to talk to a lender specifically about that. And they'll tell you everything. They have assistance programs, and then the total cash you'll need to close, meaning like how much money you actually have to bring to the table to purchase this home, which may be more than just your down payment. Maybe some closing costs involved, may not, just depends. So why this matters? So the current market, home prices aren't crashing, they're flattening. While interest rates continue to adjust, the market has reached a temporary equilibrium with motivated sellers and cautious buyers. True. That's very true. Homes are sitting a little bit longer because buyers are coming in and, they're going to be paying more. So they want to make sure that they're getting the best home that they're going to get. So buying opportunities. Purchasing now allows you to lock in today's prices while taking advantage of seller incentives and concessions. And builders and individual sellers offering great buy downs and closing cost assistance and other perks to attract buyers. That's what a lot of builders are doing. Not all sellers are doing that, but if they are, it also helps to sweeten deals because, again, at the end of the day, it's show me the money. Okay, so future outlook. As interest rates eventually decrease, competition will intensify where previously sidelined buyers return to the market. I see that. I see there's a lot of people. I do some open houses, and I see there's a lot of people that are not just window shopping, but they're really wanting to pull the trigger. They're just maybe right at the edge, and I can smell it in the air. So, anyways, what that means is, when is the best time to buy real estate? I say when you qualify for a loan or you got the cash, that's the best time because you never know, circumstances change. But once you get a piece of the market and you're able to hold on to it, it's always a good deal. So, long-term benefit: early buyers building equity while others continue renting and waiting for perfect conditions. Each month of ownership contributes to wealth building through principal reduction and potential appreciation. Guys, it's really hard to save up money out there sometimes, but this is a good way to really, I call it saving money. But overall, it's just how the market's doing right now. Okay, so what to do next? So one of the big things is I see a lot of people just try to go, oh, I'm going to go buy a house. That's great, but the very first thing you want to do, you want to get it pre-approved. You want to know how much can I actually afford to buy. what's your purchasing power? You know, explore affordable areas. Once you find out how much you actually get approved for, and then of course download this information I'm going to give you. But definitely the best way is to work with professionals in every aspect. So the whole process, you have different professionals when you're working with a lender's a lender, but just say real estate professors or professionals. You're going to have your realtors, you're going to have your lenders, you're going to have your home inspectors, you're going to have your new construction salespeople, you're going to have appraisers, you're going to have title companies, closers, all these different things involved in a real estate transaction. The realtor is really the key point, or I would say the quarterback to this, because I can help you with all, everything, checking out comps to see if the home that you're going to purchase is actually valued at that amount and it's a good purchase, or if you're selling the same thing, navigating into different lender partners and really helping you get the best deal overall. So that being said, I help people every week to, buy a home. And so if you would like to do the same thing or sell a home or even rent one, give me a call. My phone number is 512-663-8867. That's 512-663-8867. You can text me if that's easier for you, because sometimes I know people are at work. Just give me a text and we can start that conversation and get you going. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.